Hello there. The weather forecast, a bit like the football results. If you don't want to know the details, look away now. It makes for pretty miserable reading, I'm afraid. We've got several weather warnings out. Some of them are amber, which means be prepared for some disruption due to the intensity and the longevity of that rain. All due to this area of low pressure and this frontal system which pulses up from the near continent, and it really is going to bring some intense wet weather with it. So we're looking at amber warnings out for the southwest and for southeast Wales in particular, where we could see the heaviest of the rain. It continues to track further north and east. Also, the winds will be a feature as well. It's not going to be too cold tonight. Not sure whether that is an issue or not, but 5 to 7 degrees largely across the country. Milder air starting to flood in to the extreme southwest. So we start off on this very windy note, also a very wet note with a blanket of cloud and rain across the country. Eventually there will be some brightness down to the southwest, but at the same time turning increasingly wintry to the far north. So a brighter afternoon, a milder afternoon, 10 or 11 degrees perhaps for the southwest. And then we're looking at this heavy rain still across the south coast, moving up through Wales, so the potential for some localised flooding before the system clears away, and also into Northern Ireland. The winds increasing, blizzard conditions across the tops of the higher ground, snow here, so it is going to be pretty miserable. 5 or 6 degrees maximum temperatures, but it'll probably feel colder than this with the strength of the wind. So amber warnings continue late on Thursday into Friday because of the rain that sits in the far north of Scotland. We will gradually see a brighter scenario. So Friday, a slightly quieter spell of weather, dry, largely sunny, as the rain continues to sit up into the northeast. Then we're going to see more wet weather pushing into the southwest, but temperatures on Friday 5 to 12 degrees. Another spell of wet and windy weather in store for the weekend as one area of low pressure only gets replaced by another. So it is going to be a pretty dismal weekend for being out on the roads. As you can see, plenty of wet weather around on Saturday, only slowly easing away perhaps to the south on Sunday. So many of you I know making travel plans for the Christmas break this weekend. Just be prepared, some wet and windy weather. Yes, there's a risk of some localised flooding. The best day perhaps drier on Friday. But if you are travelling through the weekend and you're concerned, our advice is keep listening to your local weather stations. Obviously keep watching the weather forecast, and here's the floodline number as well. Until then, take care.